Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. In this video we will talk about, let us say it's a very important topic, and I believe this is very important, which is about women. Now there is a topic we spoke about many times, but yet the Muslims, they always try to deceive as much as they can when it's come to anything, make Islam look bad, or let us say prove Islam to be very bad. You know, you and me, if you are a male, if you are a man, we should understand first that we exist in this earth because there is a male and female, not because there is a male. Which means women alone, they cannot make the society, and men alone, they cannot do it. So men and women, both of us, we are important, and no one is really important more than other one. Each one, he have his own duty to do, same as she have her duty to do. This is why God, he created Adam and Eve. And if a man, he don't respect a woman, I'm not saying you have to respect a woman always. I'm saying you have to respect people who deserve respect, regardless if it's a man or a woman. A man who don't deserve respect, don't respect him. A woman who don't deserve respect, don't respect her. But you don't disrespect a woman because she is a woman. However, Islam teach disrespect to women, and Muslims, they come with all kind of lies in order to promote their false religion and to defend. And this defense mostly is very stupid, it's out of logic, and it's very naive. You know, that's why I say the Muslims, go and get better lawyer for the defense of Islam. Hire me. Anyway, I want to show you how Muslims, they lie and they fabricate answers which is not exist in Islamic religion. This is useless state. You know useless. By the way, I'm not calling him names. He said his wife, she called him useless. His name is Yusuf. His wife, she called him useless. He said that. You can watch his video. However, somebody is calling him supposedly and asking him about wife beating in Islam. So what he said, listen with me. Let us see what he will say about that.
So let's ask the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what does that mean? What does that mean? And in the hadith, the clear hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in regard to that verse and that word, he took a toothstick, which is miswak, no bigger than a toothbrush today, and on the same order, and he showed this is what you would do, and he tapped himself, and that's the meaning of it.
All right, guys. If you want to beat your wife, you have to beat your wife with toothbrush. We heard him saying that his prophet said, use miswak. Just to show you the deception of those Muslims, and this is why I say don't ever trust a Muslim answering you about Islam. And I believe strongly nobody is on the phone calling him, by the way. Those people, they make up, they want to run the show, and nobody is calling. So they make it like somebody is calling because you don't hear the sound of the one is calling. And people, they are calling him to a cell phone. Have you ever seen people calling his show to cell phone? And when the guy, he speaks, he don't even put the sound of the person on the microphone. He can get close the microphone to the phone so we can hear what he's saying. Because simply there's nobody there. Anyway, now he said that the Prophet said, beat your wife with the miswak. A miswak is a toothbrush. I will go with this. This is the miswak tree. This is the miswak tree. This is the miswak the Muslim, they buy today because it became expensive. Everybody want to do what the Prophet of Islam did. But this is not the size of the miswak. This is for today, for commercial purpose, not what the Arab used to have, because at that time it was free. You go in the desert and you cut the branch of the tree. This is a branch and roots from the trees. This is not what the Arab used to use. Let us see. In this video, they will show you those who sell the miswak. This is the miswak tree. You see, he told you it's a toothbrush. You see, I will stop the picture here. Do you see how big it is, the branch? This is the branch of the miswak. You see how thick it is, how strong it is? There's many sizes, there's depends what you want to buy. So Muhammad, he says, you beat your wife with the miswak. The miswak wood, which is the name of the tree they use, or the other name is the ark, or the arak. So they use this today for commercial purpose because every Muslim want to buy it, so it became a big business. So they cut it pieces and they say to you, toothbrush. It's not a toothbrush. The Bedouin men, when they go, they take the miswak to beat their animals with it. In the same time, when they are sitting in the ground, they use the end of the miswak to clean their mouth with it. Muhammad, he used to do that. The Muslim, they follow. But this is not a toothbrush. This is a big, harmful wood. They cut it pieces for sale. You see, he's going to cut it. You know, he asks you how much you want, how much you want. But the branch is really long. The branch can go to 4 or 5 meters. So, how much you want, I will cut for you. You want it big? You want it small? This is the miswak. You see it? He just said to us, let us say, for the sake of argument, before he cut, let us say the miswak is just from here to here, as we see it in the front of your eyes. That is at least 40 centimeter length. Imagine you are beating a woman with this, or with this. You see the hypocrite, the liars, they say to you, you beat your wife with the miswak. But the miswak is a very harmful, long piece of wood. In the time of Muhammad, nobody buy the miswak, it's for free. So they get the whole branch, the tree is there. Today they want to convince you that the miswak is this little piece who the Muslims are buying just to do what Muhammad he used to do, which is absolutely false. You see, they cut it pieces, they put it together, and you buy the whole thing if you want. Or they bring you a branch, they say to you how many pieces you want. And it's really expensive. It's a very big business in Saudi Arabia these days. You go there, they will bring the branch in the front of you for sure. Even the branches they have there is not the whole branch. The tree itself is really big and huge, you know. You see, those are smaller branches from the big branch, which is coming from the big tree. And then they want to convince us that you beat your wife with the miswak. This is the tree. This is the tree. This is the branches of this tree. And they want to convince us that the miswak is little piece, you hold it in your hand, it's a toothbrush. Very false liars. Same time, if we ask ourselves, for the sake of argument, let us say it is a toothbrush. You know what? I will make it more simple. Which one is better? Less harm. To spit at someone or beat him with toothbrush for sure. Spitting doesn't kill, doesn't leave mark, doesn't hurt, but it leave. You see, this is the miswak. You see it? The roots. They are digging under the tree so they can get the roots of the trees. They are taking the whole trees together. You know, all of it is the miswak. The root they use it. The branches they use it. All of it. And then they want to convince us that the miswak is little piece. Let us say, for the sake of argument, you spit at your wife. You don't even beat her. Isn't it really disgusting? Isn't it really harmful? Isn't it a big insult? Just because you are a male and she is a female, you are allowed to beat her, scourge her? He said in the translation, it says scourge. And he claimed that this is a false translation. This is false. Because the hadith say clearly, actually in the hadith, Muhammad he said, the Prophet said, and by the way, when you see PBPUH, this does not exist in Islam, this is false. In Arabic it says Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which means Allah pray on him and salute him. They lie even in this. Then, no man shall be asked for the reason of beating his wife. So not only he can beat his wife, no man should be questioned. And as we see actually in different hadith, a man, he did beat his wife until her clothes became greener, as you see with me. This is the hadith in front of you, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari, and this is the hadith number in English or in Arabic. You choose the one you like. And here it says greener. Aisha, she's saying the women, her clothes became greener than her skin became greener than her clothes. But he told us that the man, he beat his wife with the miswak, a toothbrush. It's obviously that the miswak can make the skin greener than the clothes. And you will see in the story here, Muhammad is taking the side of the man who beat his wife. And not only this, the woman, she don't want to have a sexual relationship with this man. Muhammad is forcing her to sleep with him, to have sex with him, and taking the side of a man who beat his wife because she refused to sleep with him in the bed. I'm going to post the link for this hadith underneath of my video, so all of you can see it and read it. The husband, he said to Muhammad, here, she said to him, by Allah, I have done nothing wrong to him. He is impotent and useless, like Yusuf state, useless state. To me, so which means, and she pointed her finger, like, he don't have he cannot have sex. So, and then Abdur Rahman, he said, by Allah, oh Allah Messenger, she told a lie. I'm very strong and I can satisfy her. Look at this conversation. Look at this conversation, between a wife and a husband, and Muhammad now is listening to this. What Muhammad did, Muhammad took the side of the man, and he said to her, if your intention, the husband, he said, she is lying because she want to go back to her husband, the old husband, his name is Rifa. So what Muhammad said, it is not your right to go back to your old husband unless you sleep with this guy. Why she cannot? You cannot remarry Rifa unless you sleep with Abdur Rahman. What kind of religion this religion is? So the woman, she have to sleep with a stranger in order to get to her first husband. Logic of Allah. And Muhammad, he take the side of the man who beat his wife. You will not see in the story here anywhere Muhammad say to him, you know what, she's wrong, she's right, why you beat her? No, because actually this is the story behind the beating of the women. Muhammad, he delivered a verse saying, you beat your wife. And here the story showing you that in Islam, a man, he can, and he have the right to force his wife to sleep with him. He have the right to beat her. This is why in different hadith, and the other one, the one we showed you there, it says a man should not be questioned for beating his wife. Which means if a Muslim woman, she called the police in Islamic country and she said, my husband did beat me, the police have no right to be involved because the Quran says so. He have the right to beat her. At the same time, they have no right even to ask him why he's beating her. If a Muslim man walking in the street and he's beating his wife, the government of Saudi Arabia have no right to question the man why he is beating his wife, because the husband, nobody can question him. Follow with me with more videos. Christ is Lord. Islam is a stupid religion and disgusting. Ameen to that.